Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury. How are you guys going? This is the early morning show for the Americans, or it's the nighttime show for us Aussies. And it's the midday show for Israelis and Europeans. Hello, God bless. Okay, guys, let's run the exotic intro. Hello, Lux. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Archie. How are you, my friend?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. What's happening? Yeah,
Hey,
you
man,
had a
just
good
really
day.
good. Just started the show. Had a good day today. Good day.
No,
We had some good talk. We had some fun. I
no.
actually went into the city today because I had a watch out and I wanted to put it back in. I've only got one men's watch.
So what are you wearing right now? Bluesy?
Bluesy, 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 bluesy.
Is that your favorite?
I got to tell you something. That could be my one and done.
That's good. As long as you're happy, that's the main thing. That's a nice watch. If I was to have one and done, I think that's a nice
Oh,
watch.
it's a
I like
one
it.
and done. And yeah, what's going on, man? What's happening? Talk to me. What's happening?
I'm just turning on the super chat button for our guests to support the Archieverse. I heard on your main show you had one of your supporters share a recent purchase that he made. Is that correct?
Yeah. So who was that?
Someone bought the merch.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. They had. Yes, we did the merchandise. Of course, that's
That
top
was really
selling
cool.
merch. Yeah, it was very, very
Did
cool.
they show
And
you any
speaking
more
of
pictures?
cool, Speaking of cool, we got Sirocco. Hello, Sirocco.
Hello, Archie. Hello, Lux. How are we doing this
Hello.
Friday evening? Hey, Archie, I
Hey.
have a question. I have a question. I hope you don't mind me
Sure.
asking.
No. Please.
If you're late for work,
Yes.
do you get your pay docked?
Holy fike. Look at that.
Jonathan.
Actually,
Who's this
if
person?
Jonathan Quayle Higgins the third.
So who's late for work? What are you trying to
Yeah,
say, sir?
who is
Well,
late? We don't like to have late.
I noticed there was
employees.
Archie. The employer was late and the employee was late.
I wasn't fucking late. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. Well, certainly the employee, the employer was.
If
Who
the
is
boss is
Andu?
late,
Who is Andu? Who's Andu? Apparently, I've
Andu.
got a few months to live. I'm an old
Well,
man with
what?
bad teeth. Tell me
that's a bit
something I don't
nasty.
fucking know.
What?
That's
Your
a bit
teeth are pretty
nasty.
good,
That's a bit nasty.
Rocco.
You
You
know,
don't eat
I'm not
meat.
in the
You
mood
don't
for
eat
shit.
meat.
Where is he?
You don't eat meat. You
I
know
eat
that?
meat.
Huh?
I eat meat.
What are you talking about?
Who? What?
There's no
Go have a
vegetarianism on
coffee,
this
Andu.
platform.
Have a proper coffee, Andu.
We are meat
Have a
eaters.
coffee, Andu. I'm a
Archie, you just
meat
pissed off
eater. I
Jonathan
had a
Quayle
pizza.
Higgins.
Although I had a pizza with
What?
no meat just now. So
Where's Jonathan Quayle Higgins gone? Come
You
back.
pissed him off. You pissed him off.
What did I do wrong? I didn't even say
You
You
pissed
anything.
him off.
didn't give him any attention. He's
I
fucked
didn't
up.
know you was there.
You did.
What's he
Didn't know
doing?
he
Lux,
was
what's he
there.
doing?
He's
What's he doing?
he's
I
got a
was
new
just trying to
laptop.
set up a laptop.
Oh, he's setting up a laptop. Okay.
Yeah.
It's my
What's the
old
watch
laptop.
tonight, Archie? I missed it. I missed the
He
watch.
didn't take my advice.
Which what?
Ah, the
Which watch check?
Bluesy.
Okay. Which
Lucy.
watch check?
Hey.
We're doing watch checks.
Why didn't you buy an
check.
Apple?
Oh, you're wearing the
It'll be-
yachty today. Good on you.
Apple
When are
Care.
you
wearing the
when are you
yachty
leaving? Tell me what's
today.
happening.
Very soon. Not today.
But Sirocco, have you put in your holiday form to HR?
Oh, they denied me, so I said, nah, fuck off.
You're not allowed it. You said what?
Yeah, they said, no, I'm not allowed to go on holiday. And I said, well, I actually, once upon a time, many years ago, which was probably one of the worst decisions I ever made in my life, was I needed time off to get married. And the company I was working for denied me the time off. So I said, well, I'm going anyway. So fuck
That
you.
is insane.
And I
They
fucked
wouldn't
off
let you
and got
go.
married. They would
wouldn't
not
let you
let
get
me
married?
take time off to go and get married. They would not let me time off to go and get married. And I said, well,
then you
okay,
got
well, I'm going to
married.
get married anyways and get started.
So then you got married.
And I never worked for that company again.
Yeah, but the problem is you got married, and then the new wife says,
Yeah.
well, fuck me, I've just married an unemployed bum. Can I ask for a divorce,
Yes.
please?
Ah,
Yeah, well, it's pretty much what happened.
Jonathan Quayle Higgins. He says, "I'm pissed off with Lux
we
for
got
showing
a
only
super chat. It's changed
unfavorable
colour.
images."
What's happened there? Super chat from Will Money.
Will Money.
Archie. Will Money.
Sorry, Will Money, $5. Arch, I just resent the email. I told Lux I would provide a picture of the merch I will be wearing to AD. Yes, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring this up. Will Money got some merch. I'm going to bring it up. Don't worry, Will Money. I've saved that picture. I wouldn't delete that picture.
Will Money, let me know. Are you happy with the quality? Is the quality okay about the material?
This is one of the top merches. Look at this. Look at this.
That looks really good. I like that.
It's slimming. It makes him look really thin. You know, makes him look really slim. You know that, Sirocco? He looks really.
That's because he is slim.
It does. It makes him look very slim. I would. But my only thing was, I like Will. He's a super cool guy. He's been around for a long time. I remember we used to talk a lot in the old Marcello time days. He needs a bit of a suntan, I think. if you don't
No,
mind.
he's okay. He's okay.
Well, everyone I know has a suntan, so you know,
Did you know
it's
in
not a
Asia?
criticism.
Did you know in Asia, the women will be all over you if you have white skin?
I know. We have a super chat. What's happening with StreamYard? The super chats are a different color.
They've
Roll on
changed
Travel
it.
Channel.
Yes, Roland Travel Channel. Here we go. 40 Thai baht. Happy birthday, Bear! Now, could you possibly sing
Oh, is
Happy
it Bear's
Birthday?
birthday? Happy birthday,
It was,
Bear.
yeah,
Happy birthday to the Bear.
Bear.
Probably a bit late now, but there we go.
I didn't know it was his birthday.
Yes, yes.
I didn't know it was his
yes.
birthday either. What do I know? No one tells me anything.
All right, after 3, okay? We got to sing happy
Oh,
birthday.
Andrew,
Happy
happy birthday, Bear.
to
Three.
you.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear Bear. Happy birthday to you.
My ears are hurting. My ears are hurting. Oh my God. Hey, Arch, can you pin the link?
Is that the best birthday song you've ever heard in your life?
Can you pin the link?
Oh, you're asking him to do work. Dude,
I know.
what's going
It's
on?
fucking difficult. I know.
Happy birthday to
I just sent Andrew for Andrew was here before, and I sent him off for a cup of coffee, and now he came back as Andrew, and he's now having a cup of coffee again. I hope you enjoy your coffee, Andrew.
So how old is the bear? 62?
Crappy's
How
in
old
the
is-
house.
Hello, Crappy.
He's going to be doing a Marilyn. He's going to go out and find a steam vent and do a Marilyn Monroe now, Lux. You know this, don't you?
I can't hear anything you're saying, sorry, because Archie's doing
I'm
wow,
sorry.
wow, wow, wow,
He's going to do
wow,
it.
wow.
He's looking for some steam now so he can do a Marilyn Monroe.
Happy birthday,
God, can you
Bear.
imagine it?
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
How old is the bear? How old is he?
Can you
How
pin the link,
old?
please, Archie?
Travel Channel. We got Roland Travel Channel.
Roll and Travel
40
Channel.
baht. Shout out to Duco Ted Wooden Doors. Last show's fun. He had a good time. We had
He's
a
a
lot
nice
of good
guy.
fun.
I watched most of that, and he's a super nice guy, isn't he? I didn't see the whole thing, but he's a nice guy.
I don't understand. What's
He had
with
a
the
nice collection.
doors? What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know. Was that a Porsche Cayman, Archie? What's happened?
Just be
Have
quiet.
I lost
Okay?
my internet, or is it Archie
No.
lost his internet?
Just be quiet, okay?
Be quiet. He's
Hey.
looking lost.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I keep asking the same question. Everyone keeps ignoring me. How old is he?
Who?
The bear.
He's in his mid-50s.
Oh, 23. 23, I believe.
23 times 3, 24 is 66. 66?
No, I don't think he's that old. He's younger than me. No, isn't he in his late 20s? I don't know. 56. Roll and Travel Channel says 56.
Aaron, your favorite
I'm on StreamYard.
pot is in the house.
Says 6666.
Aaron's in the house, Archie. Your favorite troll.
She's
Sorry,
not a troll.
bot.
She's a bot.
Bot.
She's a bot. She's not. Doesn't exist. She's not real.
Aaron, send $2 and we'll send you the link. I told you this every fucking day. Crappy says Lux. Yes, Crappy, how can I help you? Crappy, why don't you come on? The link is dropped. Come on, have a chat. Angelic, and you, come on, have a chat. No excuses, okay?
NATO. I haven't spoken to NATO since probably the Marcelo Tan days. He used to jump on occasionally. Is Archie frozen? What's going on with Archie? He's looking very weird at the moment. It's like the Karmic. He's a statue of Karmic. He struck so much it's solidified. Oh,
William Money, $2. Wearing that, I think I'll be offered a Rolex.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You betcha, baby. Go for it.
I really like that shirt. Don't you like it, Archie? Bring it back on the screen.
What's
Don't you
that?
think it's a cool shirt?
Oh,
the AC3.
very cool. Why is
And
it
it's
not
classy.
cool?
It's classy.
Is that a round neck t-shirt or a V-neck t-shirt?
A round neck. Men don't wear V-necks.
Okay. Oh, super chat. A bit annoying that they changed that colour. Roll and Travel Channel, Archie.
Roland Travel Channel. He's
Archie, wake up, please.
Roland
Archie,
Travel
wake up.
Channel. Here we
It's
go.
up there.
Roland
It's
Travel
on the
Channel.
screen
40
for
Thai
you to
baht.
look at.
Fighting with OC again over text, Arch. No, I'm not talking to him anymore. He's not good for my insanity.
So who are you
He's even
texting
worse
today?
for my image.
Nobody. I'm
Fuck
just
me
waiting
dead.
for you.
ABC says it's called crew neck Lux. Why is everyone saying Lux? Lux? Am I doing something wrong? Crappy just says the word Lux. ABC says the word Lux. Crappy says Lux again. Have I done something wrong?
Have you done anything wrong? I don't think so. Do you?
I don't know.
think the
Everyone
t-shirt looks very luxe.
Everyone just keeps saying Lux.
Yeah, they're saying the t-shirt looks very luxe. Like as in luxurious.
Lux.
Oh, it's getting
Lux.
worse. I think it's a catching disease. Good Lord.
Sucks. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, it didn't say sucks. So, Archie, I have something to share with you today. Okay?
We've got a very engaged audience with you, Lux.
Yes.
Yes, I see. That's why I'm here to bring.
Who's Liz? Who's Liz?
Liz,
Liz, you're the only one paying
attention.
attention. Who's Liz?
I don't know.
Lux. Cox. Knox. Socks. There you go. Ooh,
Wow, Archie, look at this. We got Crappy Luxury in the house. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Lux.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
Hello, Archie. Am I allowed
Hey,
on this
what's
channel,
happening?
Archie?
Crappy. How are you, man?
Terrible. Am I
Hey,
allowed
Archie,
on this
am
channel?
I going to get into trouble if Crappy comes on the show?
What,
no,
is Crappy not allowed
Crappy's
on?
okay. Crappy's okay. What's going on, Crappy?
I haven't heard anything. I didn't bring him in, by the way. Just for the record, it wasn't me that bring him in.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I brought him in. I didn't know he was banned. Is he banned?
I don't believe so.
Why is he banned?
I haven't heard.
I
haven't
don't
had a
know.
memo from HR yet.
Well, I guess I'm not banned. I'm on the show, but it feels like
You're
being
on the
banned.
show.
Yeah.
Why? You're the one of the number one original supporters of the Archieverse.
Yeah, you put that in your pipe and smoke it. You know, that's what that's
Oh
for.
shit! Why are you saying it like that?
Well,
That's
let
a
me
bit
rephrase.
nasty.
Let me rephrase that. Put that in your soup bowl and gouge it out. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. You know, life is.
You
hard.
sound a bit aggravated, Crappy. Are you okay?
Well, no,
What
I'm
happened?
not.
What happened?
You know, it's life.
Oh.
Too much of everything.
But it can only get better from here on.
Too many chocolates in the box, do you think, Crappy?
I'm sorry. Please say that again.
Too many chocolates in the box?
No. Speaking of chocolates, well, that's currently whatever.
Speaking of chocolates, super chat.
Yeah.
Super
Archie.
chat. Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai baht 1 to 10. How much do you support Archie, Crappy?
I love Archie.
I've heard
That
some.
wasn't the question. The question was from 1 to 10.
I've heard some things that you kind of bagged me out on some other channels. Is that true?
Yeah,
Crappy?
Wait. We need to go over the super chat because this is our bread and butter. Between 1 and
Sorry.
10, how much do you support Archie, Crappy?
How do you mean?
1 being the worst, 10 being the most.
Oh, it's 10. It's always been 10.
Okay.
Yeah, you've heard, since you just mentioned that, Archie, what you heard from, that guy is 100% pure, unadulterated bullshit stemming
Mhm.
from hate.
Hate.
Why? Hate,
Who are we
yeah, yeah.
talking about?
And why?
Who are we talking
Because,
about?
hold on. Why? Because he's who he is. It was when
Who?
he said that to you a week or two or whatever it was ago, it was just absolutely vicious and vile
Su-
and full of BS.
Super
Super
chat,
chat.
Archie.
And it's whatever. Anyway, enough of that.
Super chat.
Super chat, Roland Travel Channel. 1 to 10. How much do you love Watch Nicholas and Curly, Crappy?
Is there a
1
zero?
being the most, 10 being the least.
Yeah. Is that in the positive or negative number?
Yeah, 1 being the least and 10 being the most.
Well, I
Sorry,
would
1
say
being the
negative.
most, 10 being the least.
I'll just put a zero in there. That's all. Yeah. But anyway,
Ooh.
I didn't come here to bring the tone down. I just came on here
No,
to
no,
say,
no, no. You haven't. You haven't. The tone is being
oh,
brought up, to be honest. The
you
super
gotta be
chats are
kidding.
rolling in
Yeah, I
with
was
your
going to say,
presence.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yeah. It's hard always being right, speaking the truth, and stating facts, and having an opinion. That's
So I
all
don't
it
get
is.
it. I don't watch the main show because I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happened? What has happened?
Oh, well, I don't want to get into this on the show. I've already said more than I
Oh,
should
okay.
have.
Okay.
I can
All
talk
right.
to Archie offline sometime, about
All
that,
right.
but it's not important.
So what time is it for you? Have you just woken up? Have you just gone to
No,
sleep?
I've been up all night doing stuff. But it's about almost 4 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Well, what have
Crappy.
you been all night doing? What's been so important? Tell me this. What is so important
What's
that
her
couldn't
name?
wait
What
and
what
couldn't
was
wait
her
till
name?
tomorrow?
How was she?
Well, I've
How was
just been
she?
up late doing, stuff, paperwork stuff on the
For
computer.
what?
And,
Paperwork
Accounting.
for what? You, what?
well, I
What
mean,
for?
just things I haven't, just taking care of loose ends, this and
Business.
that. That's all.
Super chat,
Yeah,
Archie.
that's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
super chat. We've got a super chat from Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Crappy AC3 wants to move to Asia. Any advice for him?
Yes.
What's the
Oh, you want me to
advice?
say you want me to give the advice? Oh,
Yes, please.
Yes,
Please, if
sir.
you can.
well, I thought that was for. Do I have any advice? That's 40 Thai baht. Am I supposed to say the advice? That's 40 Thai baht.
It's up to you.
Oh, I
It's
see.
entirely up
Yeah,
to you.
I see where you're coming from. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's
No,
yeah.
yeah.
The answer would be yes, but if you want to
No.
know, it's going to cost you a
Yeah.
bit
The
more.
advice I would have for Archie is, honestly,
Yes, sir.
get there as soon as possible. Take care of your
Oh,
local
hell
business
yeah.
and take care of your local business. Wrap up any loose ends or that have to be wrapped up. Make sure everything's nice and tidy and relocate.
Get the fuck
Enjoy
out.
and then
Yeah.
have and start afresh. Start afresh with a brand new life. Lux can get you a really good priced place right by the beach area. He was telling me, and
Yes.
every day you can walk on your daily walk. You can stop off and get a mango shake or a fresh coconut water and look at all the girls on the beach and
Hell yeah.
Lux,
get a nice hat.
what would you
Yeah.
charge Archie rent for the new yacht that you just bought? If Archie wanted to stay on the yacht, what would you charge him for the new for renting on the new yacht?
I wouldn't charge him anything.
There you go. So
Wow,
you got free
yeah.
accommodation, Art. The yacht's being delivered soon, I understand. He said so the other day.
Hey Archie, other than Bangkok and the Bangkok metropolitan area, are there any other cities or areas of in all of Thailand that would appeal, that would be of interest to you or Pattaya, yeah, yeah. Is it only those two places? There's no other places in the country that are also great places to choose to live in, as a city? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think Pattaya is probably the best for what
Right.
I'm after. What do you
Right.
think? Have you been to Thailand,
No, no, never, no.
Because you worked in Japan for a while, didn't
I was
you?
in Japan. I never went to Thailand. No.
How many girlfriends did you have in Japan? Can I ask you
Oh,
that?
I mean, don't make me out like I'm Lux or somebody.
Yes.
I had many friends, many beautiful friends, and
Do you look back on that and think maybe those were the glory days, or
they were some of the best times of my life living in Japan. I
how
regret
long were you there for?
only 3 years, and I don't know why I came back. I had everything.
Just
I had it
super chat.
made.
Could you have stayed there for longer?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Then why didn't you?
Because I screwed up. I fucked up. You know.
Can you
Super
unfuck it
chat,
up?
Archie.
Well, no, I mean it's what it was. That's all. So I
Chiang
just
Mai, Roland Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Chiang Mai is great if you don't mind quiet life.
The problem with Chiang Mai is the air pollution in the burning season. When the farmers burn their crops, Chiang Mai is a nightmare. It's literally hell on earth.
Oh, and that's no good. Yeah,
That's not good.
yeah. Sirocco, have you been
Archie
to
just got
Thailand?
rid of his cough.
Oh.
We don't want him to get. We don't need him coughing again.
Yeah, Sirocco, have you traveled to Thailand?
Have I?
Yeah,
Yeah, I only once.
Right.
Many years ago, I stopped up in Bangkok on my way to Australia.
right.
Did you
For
like
about a week.
Wow.
Was that just to get your plumbing cleaned
Never
out?
been back.
Just so to,
Um,
just a quick stop.
something like that.
Right.
Something like that before I landed in Australia and did my second
Right.
bad decision of my life.
Yeah.
Have you ever been crappy
Have I ever been what?
to
No, he said he
Thailand?
hasn't. No, he
Oh,
said he
no.
hasn't. He stayed in Japan, but he
No,
has
I've
never.
only been to Vancouver, Canada, border towns on Mexico, like Juarez and
Rolling
Tijuana.
Travel Channel, big
And-
super chat.
Hey,
And
super
Japan.
chat.
Big super chat.
Bigger.
Here we go. You know what? I really do appreciate Roland Travel Channel. He is a legend.
He's saving the day.
He is.
Wow.
Yes, there is the 200 Thai baht. Crappy,
Good.
tell a good story from your time in Japan. 200 baht, enough
Okay.
for a good story. You
Yeah,
betcha it
okay.
is.
Just give me a few seconds to make something up. Hold on. Let me think.
I'd live it. Go on.
Yeah, no, really. I'll think of something. Okay. I was visiting other smaller cities and towns on my days off, and I went to. I was in Hokkaido, and I took the train to Kushiro, which is a smaller city, and I got off at. I was going to meet somebody there, and who owned a B&B out in the country, and I was going to stay there for a few days in the wintertime. So I got off at the small train station, and as I walked off to go, to the street level to look for my friend or the hotel owner who was going to meet me, this beautiful young Japanese, like high school student, maybe 17, 18, maybe
Yes.
19, college age. Okay. She walks over and big, beautiful, toothy smile, she goes, "Hello, hi." And I said, "Hello." And she says, "Can I do anything for you? Is there anything way I can? Is there anything I can do to help you? Did you just come here from the train?" Or I said, "Yeah, I just got off the train. I'm going to meet somebody." She goes, "Well, I'll help you. Where are you going to meet him?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Just he's going to park somewhere in the front." She goes, "Well, I'll go with you and make sure you get to the right place."
Wow.
And I was like, "This is just unbelievable,
Oh,
And it's just like heaven on earth to live there. And she was so just charming. Let's say she was
So-
18. I don't want to hear any shit.
all
Okay.
right. So let's say she was 18. So what
Yeah,
happened
she's
next?
18. Okay. She is a college freshman, 18. Okay.
All right, so what happened next?
So she says, "Where are you from?" And so we're a little chit chat back and forth. And she's got the big, most beautiful smile and Japanese beautiful face. And so she walks me up to the street level, and she goes, "How are you going to get to meet your friend?" I said, I don't know. He's just going to pull up." So I gave her my phone, and I called him, and then she talked to him on the phone. And she said, "Oh, okay. Hi, domo," and she hung up.
Hey,
Yeah, and then she said to me, he's going to pull up. I told him where to meet. He's going to pull his car up right over there in front of that coffee shop, the Dotor coffee shop. And so let's walk over there. And then a minute later, he pulled up. Incredible. And I introduced her to this guy, and they talked in Japanese for half a minute. And I said, and then I gave her my great thanks. And I said, "Boy, it was a delight to meet you. You're a charming young woman, and best to you, and thank you so much." And she goes, "Oh, thank you, thank you. I like to. I love meeting Americans, and oh, it's great."
So did you swap
Because
numbers?
because she's 18, and
So
no, I was moving on. But anyway, the it wasn't like that. She's just like just a charming, innocent, small town. It's
yeah,
a
I
small
got it.
place. There's not many foreigners.
ABC, £2, crappy 3 years. Did you learn jiu-jitsu polishing?
No, I didn't apply for a job at Seiko. No, and what do you call it? No. It's just it's a treat when they meet somebody from a foreign,
Yeah, for sure.
America, or a Caucasian person from Europe or whatever, and or just a person from not from the West.
Hello, handsome man.
And
Where you go?
boy, and then you live here in Portland or Seattle or some shithole here, and you just never encounter people like that. It's
That's the amazing thing about Asia.
yeah, just phenomenal.
Oh, private info.
Private info, $20. Thank you,
Look
private
at this.
info.
I got some really good stories involving married women. Really great. If anybody wants to send Archie super chats, I'll tell a really great
Yeah, we want to
story.
hear your stories. And we got another message from private info. It says, "Hi guys, good morning."
Yeah.
Good morning.
I'll tell a really great story, a guaranteed crowd pleaser if somebody sends Archie a whopping super chat.
How much do you need for this whopping story?
Whatever the person's motivated to. It's going to be worth it, believe me. It's going to be a great story.
A minimum
Okay.
of $5, you reckon?
Can you give us an insight into the
I'd
story?
say it's worth the 25. It's worth 25 easily. I mean, easily.
Is it about
Really?
the ladies?
25?
Is it about
Wow.
what's it
It's
about?
it's about a
ladies?
married woman, and yeah, it's going to be a great story.
Okay.
Private info said I just did.
You just did. So there we go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You just said $20.
So where I was working at this office, and this is in Hokkaido, which is Sapporo, area. One day, one of the women who worked there in the company, and again, it's not like Tokyo, which is like kind of like New York. There's everybody from around the world is there. Sapporo is still, it's still a small city, even though it's 1 million people. It's not. They don't have that large an international number of people there.
Oh, hang on. So we're just going to interrupt private info.
Yes.
Archie.
Private info, $25. This story better not suck.
Oh no, this is a good one, man. Okay.
We want it to
Thank you
suck.
so much.
I should tell this story on my channel, but I don't get super chats, so it's okay. I mean, not like here. So anyway, so one day she says to me when we were just in the office somewhere. She says,
you were working there. You were working
yeah,
there, and she
yeah.
works there too.
Yeah, she was somewhere else in the office, but yeah. So and I knew her just like, "Hi, good morning." That was about it.
Hey!
So she says to me, "Do you like sushi?" I said, "Well, sure, yeah." She goes, "I know just about the best sushi restaurant here. It's my favorite place. You'd like to go out to dinner with me?" And I said, "Well, yeah, sure. That would be very nice." So she goes, "Okay, how about Wednesday?" I said, or whatever it was. And I said, "Yeah, terrific." So she goes, "Okay, how about after work?" I said, "We'll do it." Okay, so
Did you know she was married at this stage?
Oh yeah.
How did you know she was married?
Because
he was the boss. The guy was the boss.
No, I just happened to know she was married. That's all. Okay, so she goes, "Okay, well, whatever." So we get in the car and we're driving along. It was about
Her
a
car
half hour.
or your car?
Her car, yeah. So it was about a half hour out of the city, but it's really special. It's her favorite place. All right, so we're driving out there having some nice chit chat, and she's about 38, okay, years old, I would say,
Yeah.
and very attractive. So I would say an 8, okay, which
Fuck.
was very, very, and she was wearing a mini skirt of all things,
Yes.
and she had
Oh,
just absolutely beautiful, perfect, sexy legs, okay, and the long black silky hair, the whole deal. So we get there in this small restaurant, but it's popular and crowded, and so we have a seat by the counter instead of a table. We sit at the sushi counter. So we're talking, having a really nice time, and at the counter there, they have the food behind the window, the glass window at the sushi counter, and the chef
Sure.
is making the stuff. So I order, saba, like mackerel and uh, tekamaki, tuna roll, and whatever, And she goes, uh, she goes, "Oh, you want to try something really, really good? It's my favorite." And I said, "Okay, sure." And she points to it. She goes, "Why don't you get that?" And it's the strangest looking thing I've ever seen. And it was all white and curly and stuff. And I go, "What is that?" She goes, "Oh, that's shirako, shirako, shirako." And I
Sirocco?
said, "Shirako." And I said, "I've never seen that before. What is it?" She goes, "Oh, it's delicious. It's so yummy." So she orders some for herself, okay? And then she starts eating it, and it was very strange. It wasn't a fish, looking thing. And she goes, "Oh, have some, have some." So I go, "Well, but what is it?" She goes, "Oh, it's codfish sperm." So I said, "Codfish sperm. I see."
Oh,
She goes,
Uh,
"Oh, it's so good. It's like a custard. It's so yummy." And I said, "Oh, thank you, but I just don't put any sperm in my mouth of any."
oh, you can't say that.
I said, "No, I don't.
you're not
I
allowed
don't
to
need."
say things like
I said something like, "No, I just I'm not into sperm, of any sort. I just don't want to eat fish sperm." She goes, "Oh, this is a delicacy. It's
Archie, I'm just going to interrupt. There's
yeah,
Yes,
a
sir.
member, Mad Dog Milo, member for 8 months bronze, says, "Happy birthday, Bear. Keep
Thank
smiling,
you.
team."
yeah." I said,
That's what
"Yeah,
that's all about, Chin the
yeah."
Tin.
So she goes,
Because
"Oh, it's a
those member chats
delicacy."
don't
I'm
show
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry. I'm
They
sorry.
don't show up on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Sorry to
No,
interrupt.
pardon me. Yeah. So she goes, "Oh, it's a real delicacy. Most places don't have this. You really have to know the real restaurants to really the chefs who really know." And I said, I understand what you're saying, and I enjoy watching you having a great time here with the fantastic food, but I just don't want that. Thank you." Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so she didn't know why I didn't want it, which was a peculiar. That was a Japanese thing. She just liked it because it was so yummy. Anyway, so we get back in the car, and it's and as we walk out of the restaurant, we were there like a couple hours, had some sake and whatever with the food, and really nice time. And she's looking really, really nice. Okay. So as we walk back to her car, I thought, this is the time to make a move. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
This is the time. This is the time. And the
Yes.
thing about Japan is, most marriages, both men and the women fool around. It's epidemic in Japan.
sake, sake.
Yeah, and the men do it because, well, they're just men, and the availability of women is just everywhere. Young women, older, and whatever you want. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
the men and the women, the housewives who don't plan to do it after several years, or certainly 5 or 10 years of marriage, more than half do it. And the reason is because the husband's never there. He,
Yeah.
he leaves home at
Yeah.
6 o'clock. He travels
Yep.
on the train to the city, Tokyo, let's say. Okay. He works all day long like a madman, like an animal. All right. After work, the
Mhm.
boss or the manager invites everyone out for drinks, and he has
Yes.
to go because if he
Yes.
says, "Oh, I got to get home. I'm really tired," that
He's a
means
pussy.
he's putting his future with the company at risk of maybe never getting promoted because he's not a team guy, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
And it's absolutely true. So he'll have to stay out because the boss or the senior manager wants to stay there and drink all night, and maybe if it's a hostess club, have enjoy the company of beautiful young ladies.
Yes.
So he gets home at midnight, blasted ass drunk, and he staggers into the house. He probably couldn't drive home. He probably had to take a taxi, you know. And
Yes.
he passes out on the bed at 12 or 1 in the morning, and she's
Yes.
already sound asleep. The kids are all asleep. He has to wake up at 6 o'clock. He staggers into the shower, gulps down a coffee, and leaves. And so she never sees him.
Yes.
Saturday, he's not home because he has to.
He's got to play golf with the boss.
Exactly. That's it. He has to go with the boss to
Saturday
play
night.
golf. And he can't say no because that means he'll never get a promotion. Never. So he has to do that. And he's out all day long with the boss and the other guys playing golf. Then, of course, after golf, they go to a hostess club or izakaya and they're drinking and drinking and
Yeah.
drinking and eating. And again, he gets home at midnight and he's blasted ass drunk and passes out. Sunday is the only chance they'll have to be together. But on Sunday, he is absolutely exhausted. So
Yeah.
he'll sleep till noon and just mope around the house, and and he has no energy for anything, and it continues week after week. So after a while, probably at least half of the women, they just say, screw this, and they just go and have affairs. It's epidemic in Japan.
So
anyway,
what happened then? So you
Right.
put the word on. I like
Right.
this. You're a fucking good storyteller.
Storyteller,
You know
yeah.
that?
Well, this is a $25 story. Okay, so walking out, and we're getting to the car, and I go, "Oh, I know she's into the sperm. She was, loving the sperm, and she's had a lot of
It's a good way to bring up sperm in a conversation. Isn't it?
absolutely right, even though it's stinky cod sperm. But the point is,
I think she ordered that to try to tell you something.
no,
was
she loved it.
subliminally
It's a real delicacy for upper class people who really are into that stuff. Anyway, so
Can I ask a question,
Yes.
or am I going to
Yes.
be jumping the gun here?
Yes.
Was she after certain crappy sperm?
No. Sorry. He hasn't finished the story. Just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
spoil it.
Yeah.
You're wrecking the fucking punchline. Let
Oh,
him get to it. You're destroying it.
all right.
You're wrecking the punchline, Sirocco.
I'm watching the chat at the same time. Carry on, Craig.
Right.
Sorry.
So we're walking to her car in the parking lot, and I'm saying to myself, she definitely wants to get it on. And as you know, Archie, there are love hotels all over Japan.
Yes, I know
Hell
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, specifically designed for this kind of situation. Okay?
Yes.
And so I thought, well, this is it. This is a done deal. She's absolutely she's craving the what. She wants it. And so as we get to the car, I'm thinking, just go ahead and give her a big hug and a kiss right there by the front door of her car, and that'll totally indicate we're all set. And for whatever reason in my head, so I didn't do it. So we get in the car.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on. So we get in the car and we're driving back to
Okay.
Sapporo. Okay.
Yes.
And she's going to drop me off at my apartment. So we're driving it's about a half hour, and she's got that mini skirt, which when she's sitting down, it's way up. It's way up there. And her legs are absolutely just perfectly beautiful and sexy.
Yes.
And
White
all I'm
porcelain.
thinking of is, so she goes, I said, so how far is your home to drive to after you drop me off at my place? She goes, oh, it's about half hour or so. And I said, well, what happens if you get home a little late? Is that going to be a problem? Because you don't have to drop me off. She goes, no, it's okay. I can drop you off. So I said, well, what happens if you get home?
Good tactic. That's a good
Yeah.
tactic.
So I said, well, what happens
late?
if? Yeah. I said, so well, what happens if you get home too late? Won't your husband say, won't he be waiting for you? She goes, no. He's older than me, and he'll be asleep, so that's not even an issue.
Oh.
And he's passed out because he's exhausted from his work thing, So I'm just like, all I was going to do was, I was going to say this. I was going to say, hey, can you pull over for a second? So she said, oh, okay. This is not what happened. This is what my thought was. Can you pull over?
To say this.
Yeah, this was in my head. So I said, would you pull over? And she would have said, oh, yeah, sure. What's up? And then when she pulled over and put the car, in park, I was going to, lean over and fondle her legs and kiss her all over her legs,
Yes.
And
You
and then
dirty boy.
Yeah, and that would have been the go to let's go to a love hotel, okay? Which was
Sure, but what happened? But what did
yeah,
you
yeah,
do?
what happened? Yeah, so I didn't do that. I just said, this is it's everything is indicating, let's do it, let's do it, you idiot, do it, and I didn't do anything. So we pulled up at my apartment, and even at that, I could have invited her in, and I just went, she, she works in the office. This is maybe
Fuck.
it's gonna be oh shit, I mean, what happens if
Yeah.
if she gets angry, then it's going to be real shit every day in the office. So I didn't do anything and uh, said goodnight. And I don't know if I gave her a kiss or shook her hand. I don't remember. And that was it. And then she drove off. And
Did
I
she ever ask you
know,
out again?
Shit.
and as soon as I walked away, I said, "Man, you fucked up, you fucking
Yeah, you
idiot."
piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with
You
you?
stupid fucking moron. She wanted you. She was.
Well, but I understand.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I know for a fact. Well, I don't know, but I feel like I knew for a fact. As soon as she got home, she, whatever. The next morning, she was talking to her friends and said, I went out with Crappy last night, like I told you. Oh yeah. Well, how did it go? How did it go? How did it go? Oh, we went to dinner and we talked, and I dropped him off, and he didn't do anything.
All right, all
Did
right,
she
all right.
pay you? Who paid for the meal?
I don't even remember that. Yeah.
All right. So
I
that was
can't
the
remember
fake story, okay? Now, private
No,
info.
that's a real story. That was one of
No,
my.
I know. Go with me. Work
Yeah.
with me, not against me. Work with me, not
Private
against me.
info wants the embellished story.
He wants the real dirty
start again.
fucking story. Start
No,
again.
that's a real story. That was a
No,
major
tell us
disaster.
what we really want to hear. We want to hear you say,
he paid
yeah, she
45 bucks
fucking-
for this.
she grabbed me by the balls and says, "Oh, you're hard, aren't you?"
Oh, that story.
Yes, that's what we want. That's what you paid for.
Well, it's coming up on 4:30 in the morning.
Oh shit!
Let me see who's in the audience there, because let me just see who's even
Private
watching.
info
Holy
says,
cow!
Jesus,
You got
you want a
70.
refund?
There's 74 viewers. Wow.
That's actually a good story. I actually quite like
It
that.
was.
Yeah, and I think guys, in one time or another, they fucked up like that as well. And then there was no
But-
way to go. There was no way to go back with her again and say, hey, let's go out again, because she just, she lost interest after mine.
Do you want to go
think
back to
she
Japan?
was disappointed enough already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I fucked up, and but that was a big lesson for me, because I knew at that point, look, if it's there, you just make the move, and just do it.
What's
Make
the worst
move.
that could happen?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Mac
And,
Xenix wants to know how much for the story with a happy ending.
I've got a story. I've got a story involving a cemetery, and I should tell this on my channel. I shouldn't even. I'll tell you what.
No. Keep it
Archie,
for hours.
I'm going to tell you.
No.
Archie, I'll tell you this.
For this story.
I'll tell you the story on this channel, but this story is a 1 in a million, so it's got to be $100 super chat, or I'm not going to tell it.
Wait.
It is that good.
I think you just disappointed a lot of people.
Yeah, you.
No,
you
there's a lot of
fucked up the previous story.
No, there's lots of decamillionaires out there, and humble billionaires.
This is true.
They'll cough it up.
Archie. You know what Crappy's doing is come onto this channel, giving us shitty stories, so everyone goes over to the Crappy Luxury channel.
I actually like that story. I
I
like
know,
It doesn't.
I
My
know.
channel, no, my channel it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's wrapping up. $50. Anybody? I guarantee you, this is one hell of a story. I absolutely guarantee you it's worth.
Private info says, "No way in hell I'm paying for another fucking story."
No, this one goes all the way, and there's a cemetery involved. So,
Well,
Does it involve dead bodies?
that's $50 for super chatting, and I'll tell you the story.
Dan says cemetery. At least I couldn't say no.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and if it's got to be at least 35. I think it's worth 50, but at least 35. Otherwise, I can't.
I don't know. Private info has been a bit burnt on that one.
That was a good story. What are you talking about?
Have you ever been to a love
actually
hotel?
like that story.
Yeah.
Crappy, have you ever been to a love hotel?
Oh yeah.
Okay, can you tell us a story for private info? A very short story. about your experience at a Love Hotel.
No, I got the better story about the cemetery.
Roland Travel Channel Super Chat.
No, Roland, this is the real thing. Yeah.
Archie,
Yes, sir.
Archie, look at the screen.
Super chat.
Yes, sir.
God.
Roland Travel Channel Super Chat 40 time $50 for a story where you wished you did something.
No, this next one is going to be worth it. I'm telling. What is 40 baht? That's like nothing, isn't it? That's like,
About $1.25, I think.
yeah. There
US.
you go. That's my weekly super chat take. There you go. Very good. Yeah. Okay, I'll start telling the story. And
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah,
okay,
free
I'll
intro.
start the
Free
That's a
intro.
good
start the
idea.
story.
And see if it's worthwhile. Yeah. all right.
And before I get to at the halfway point, either people are going to start with the super chat, or I'll just stop it because it's not.
Before you
happening.
start,
Yeah.
can Archie and Crappy, can it be a cumulative group funding for the story?
Oh yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Yes, of
course.
course.
All right, so if we can get, how much was it? $50? Is that the price?
Well, I think it's worth 50 at least. I mean, I think it's worth 1,000, but 50 bucks.
I think we
yeah.
discounted it to 35, didn't we?
35 would do it. Okay, I'll start the story, and by at the halfway point, if it's not happening, I'll just stop it.
And just to confirm, anyone can just send $5, $10 just to build the fund up, the pot.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm only
Actually,
doing this.
I've got a really good story, but you probably don't want to hear my story.
We do. After Crappies, we'll go to Archie.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm only doing this because it's 4:30 in the morning and I'm out of my mind. Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And we got
Okay,
$3 already.
Okay. So one night, this was like in.
Angelic
What month?
Slayer, $3. Tell the story.
There we go. This was like around August or September. And Archie, as you would know, Honshu, the island, extremely hot in the summer, and humid. And this was around August, and it was still very, very hot, and I couldn't sleep. My building didn't have air conditioning in the apartment, so I just couldn't sleep. So it was like 2 in the morning. I said, I just can't sleep. Screw this. So I got up and I thought, well, I'll just walk over to the 7-Eleven, like a 10-minute walk, and just get a cold drink. Okay. And it's completely safe. And this is a small city, this particular city.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking down the, quiet, dark, but, nicely lit street and head over to the 7-Eleven, and I walk in there and I got a cold drink, whatever it was. I don't know. And right across from the 7-Eleven were a few wooden benches.
Yes.
And there was a street lamp there, So I thought, well, I'll just sit there and enjoy the drink and just hang out outside for a while. Maybe I'll get a little sleepy. Mm-hmm. So I was just sitting there and having the drink, and just every once in a while somebody might pass by, but that was very late and there's not many people out. Well, what happens is, and this is like 1 in the morning, 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, this lady who I see this woman exit from an apartment building 2-3 minutes away, but a 2-3 minute walk away. And she comes out walking, and she's approaching the 7-Eleven, and she sees me just sitting there on the bench. And again, I'm a foreigner, so they're interested because you're a foreigner, because they just want to look, if anything. Anyway, because it's a small place and there aren't that many. So she sees me, so I give her a smile, and I said something in Japanese like "konbanwa" or good evening. Or anyway, so she has this big smile, and she walks over. She's about 44, I would say, but very good looking. A 7, let's be real. Okay. And missing a tooth. But
oh shit!
How did you know she's missing? Oh, okay.
When she smiled, and also in Japan, the dental thing.
It's normal. It's
not happening. Yeah. Okay. So so she walks over, and I go, hello, and she didn't speak any English, so I made a gesture with my hand, like have a seat, kind of gesture, And so, you know what I mean? Like have a seat. So she sits down next to me, and she's wearing this light blue colored summer dress thing, And so I chatted with her a little bit, and I realized she doesn't speak any English. And my Japanese at this point was just very, very basic. So at that point, so there really wasn't a way to talk with her. So, but she's looking at me with the big smile, and she's attractive. And so after about 5 or 10 minutes of trying to converse, I think if I remember, I put my arm around her, around like her midsection, because we're sitting on the bench next to each other. You know,
Oh.
so I just put my arm around her and give
Yeah.
her a hug.
As you do.
And
Yeah.
she moved in closer, tighter to me. I was on the left, she was on the right.
shit.
She was on my right side, so she squished up more next to me. Oh, this is pretty good. And so then I took my hand, because the back was kind of open or something. So I put my hand on her back, which was now on her body, and kind of like moved it around gently, and she liked it. She didn't indicate anything but that it was okay.
Sure.
So after about another 5 minutes of just like sitting next to each other and uh, whatever, she started to put her hand on my leg area, and I didn't. So that would be my right leg, okay, because she's on my right, and she's kind of like moving it around. And hey, 2 in the morning, I got nothing to do. I'm here in Japan. I don't give a shit. So
I love the way you got the story. Keep going.
yeah.
Very
So
descriptive.
yeah, right. So she moves the hand around and gets to the proper place and it's all good. And so I move my hand to the counterpart location.
The
you know,
pussy.
Keeping it clean.
Oh,
And
sorry.
so we're both positioned similarly, and now it's getting like the moment's becoming more exciting. Okay.
Sure.
So she gestured. One of us gestured or said, let's go somewhere else because we can't just sit there in front of the 7-Eleven." So behind us, this is a smaller city. So behind us was a traditional Japanese small cemetery, right behind the bench. Okay, and
Holy
if you've ever seen these cemeteries, they have like Buddha statues and these red, I forgot what they were, like red coverings on the statues and grave markers, and I can't remember what that was for. But anyway, so we walk around into the cemetery, into a quiet spot, for kind of hidden next to some bushes under a big beautiful tree. And so unzip, you know, and she's into it, and so we're doing like the thing, and she's how do I put it? She's like you know
Groping you.
no, she's like well, she's on her knees kind of thing,
Oh
in front of her,
shit.
that kind, and
Oh.
it's going great. And then
So
it comes,
you got your trousers down, fully
oh yeah,
out in public.
in the cemetery, yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, but it's by now it's 3 o'clock in the morning and there's nobody around. And then that concludes the customary ending, and she completely
Spit or swallow. Sorry for interrupting. Spit or
she
swallow.
no.
no, I'm not going to explain that part. But it's it comes to the natural conclusion part. And she's really into it. And yeah, and then we both like kind of calm down or relax and get our clothing readjusted again, and big romantic hug
Did you
kind of
see
thing.
her again?
Well, here's the thing. So then we start, getting our clothes but there's nobody around, so we get our clothes straightened back up and stuff, and we go walking back around back to where the 7-Eleven was, and I don't remember Japanese how to speak it, but something like denwa bongo, like phone or phone number, or I can't remember. Denwa bongo, kudasai, or
Oh, because she
I don't
wants
remember.
seconds.
I can't remember. I was going to ask her for the phone number, and we should meet another time and have a full night of
Yeah.
fun, or get some food at the 7-Eleven and then go back to the cemetery or something next time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't get the phone number, and because I don't know if she had a phone. That might have been it. I can't remember. And And then, big hug and a kiss, and she went on to. She was probably out for the night looking for a customer, for all I know, And but it was like a freebie if that was the case, because she
Oh,
got
so
so
she was
kind of
lady
turned
of the
on.
night.
It might have
Lady of
been.
the
She might have just been going out to look for a bar to hang out for a while. So I don't know, but so that was, and so
What
What a
was she
great
wearing?
story.
Was it very
a very
sexually?
lightweight, summery, light pastel blue dress. What do you call it? It wasn't a prostitute-looking kind of streetwalker
No.
dress. It was a regular summery dress.
Can I? Is that the full story, by the way, or was that just part of the
Yeah.
story?
So
That's
then,
the whole story.
so then I
That's the
finished
story.
my cold
That's the
drink
story.
and went back home and went to bed. Yeah. That's a damn good
Arch,
story.
there's a message for you in private chat.
Private chat. There's a message in private chat.
Yeah, just put a message in there for you.
That's
up
fine.
to
No
you.
worries. I support you.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
heard
great.
any cemetery stories on any of these
I
channels.
support you as
before.
well. That's a
What
good
an
story. I
interesting.
like that story. You got good stories.
Was that the whole story? Wow,
Yeah.
that was good value for money.
Yeah. Did any money come in from
Story.
that story?
Yes, yes. We had.
Not
I'll go
not a
back.
penny. I think we had $5. Oh no. Roll the Travel Channel super chat.
Rolling Travel Channel 40 toe bar. Was she wearing LV head to toe? Lux luxury story.
No. She was not. She was not a wealthy person. She not wealthy woman. She poor woman. And
What a great story. I love it.
yeah, and
I love it.
then I was never able. If I ever saw her again, I certainly would have. But I
Mm.
didn't have her number, and I can't go
So, how many
knocking on.
years ago was this? Was this like 20 years ago or something
Yeah.
like
Right. Yeah. So there's all kinds of stories. I mean, it's just endless. Plus
On your next
the
story,
real relationship stories, which would be more private. But
on your next stories, can you do it more? Don't cut out the sexual stuff. We want to hear
No,
the full.
I think
story.
I think it actually is better the way he tells the story because
no.
it's I think it's quite respectful and quite classy how he does it.
No,
I'm
I'm not
impressed.
one of those.
It leaves a little to the imagination.
Yeah, no, I'm not
give
one of
the
those.
Yeah,
chat.
I get that. I
The
get
chat
that.
can
I get
do
that.
all their guesswork.
No, I'm not one of those fucking pig slobs around these channels.
No, I get. No.
Yeah.
What I meant was,
Yeah.
instead of saying like my private area, give a bit more descriptive.
No,
so we know what you're
I think he's fine. He does it. He's in his own
Did
way.
did I say
Alright.
did I say private area?
No, you
Did I say
didn't.
that?
You said. I think you just glossed over it. You
No,
didn't even
he
say
just
it.
that's because that's his. He's very classy.
Yeah, I mean, I
guy.
just was,
Alright.
whatever.
But it was very good. I'm very happy to hear
Yeah,
those
that was
stories.
a good story. Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Well,
Them. I like.
because Roland, that was then and this is now. But I
Super
would have been
chat.
very.
Rolling Travel
I wish
Channel
I
super
stayed
chat.
there, and I would have been buried there, and right out of there was
Rolling
another.
Travel Channel 40 toe bar. Why not retire in Japan and keep income
I should have stayed
online?
there. That was a big regret. One of the biggest regrets. I already had. There was a cemetery there that was especially for foreigners, and I thought right by the overlooking the water, and I thought, well, that's a great place to be
Crappy,
when it's all over.
crappy.
Yeah.
Why don't you? The best thing about decisions, let me tell you this: if you make a poor decision, you can make another decision to change the outcome.
Oh,
So
that's
what
right.
you're saying is act upon your decision.
No, what I mean is like, okay. He said, look, he had some good experiences, right? We all have experiences. The one that got away. We all have these stories, right? But why don't you? If you really did like it, what's to stop you
Oh, yeah,
going
no.
back
This
there
was
now?
just no. This particular woman was just a thing in the night kind of thing. There
No,
was
but
Archie,
yeah.
It's ship in the
if
night.
he
Ship
went,
in the night. No, but why won't you
Archie,
go back to Japan?
I'll tell you,
you're
Archie.
saying-
I'll tell you,
Come on.
Archie. I'll tell you. So I think he said she was about 40. So that was 20 years ago. She'd be 60. She might be fucking dead, Archie.
No, but not for the same woman, but for the same
Oh,
I
man.
know, no, I know exactly what you mean, but it's not the same anymore. I mean, back, it's whatever. Anyway,
I would love to live in Japan.
I'm just looking at the comments here. Yeah.
What stops you going, Lux? What stops you? Seriously.
I've told you in private, and I'm not going to go into it on here.
Right. I mean, the stories from the old Archie channel with Suckerhorn. You two guys talking about your Thailand adventures. Those are the great stories. Yeah, but and I was never ever there, but it felt like I was there, learning about all these places that you would go and talk about.
The funny thing is, with these Japanese women there, you are quite right there. Like they do have affairs, etc. Right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
extremely common.
because they're not a well, it's a common in every part of the world that women have affairs and men have that's just how it is. But
Yeah,
they don't have Judeo-Christian principles, which make it sort
correct.
of moral. We've got the same moral.
That's
Well,
correct.
we still have. I think America still has the same number of fares. It's just handled in a different way. Roll and Travel Channel, 100 Thai baht, very easy, Lux. You can travel between Japan and Thailand. Many digital nomads do that.
Yeah, I've
Actually,
done that. I did it before, and Archie knows that I've
and you,
been to
you can actually
Japan.
get a 90-day visa into Japan on arrival.
Mm,
You get 90
So okay,
days.
I'll explain myself. The reason why I says Archie knows the reason is because, like Archie just says, the visa. It's very hard to stay long term in Japan, unless you're married to a Japanese
you need a
lady.
work visa. You need an employment
Yeah,
visa.
a work visa. So
Yeah.
to stay in Japan long term is very hard. Short stints is easy, but if
Mhm.
you're talking about staying there for a year or more, that's very hard.
You need a wedding visa, a marriage
Yeah, you need to
visa,
get married.
an
You need to get married.
employment visa, for some reason they want you there because you're
Business.
a humble billionaire and you're going to spend a lot of money in business or something. So yeah, but
Yes.
just to go there and fornicate for 2 or 3 years, that won't work.
Yeah,
You need-
they don't want that. They don't want that.
They already
But
have
what
enough
is-
of that. Yeah.
But what Roland's saying is you could go for 90 days,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. You can go for a short
Good.
period.
Absolutely.
flip between the two countries, couldn't you?
Sure, sure. But 90
Suppose that
days is
could be
very short.
expensive. So 90 days is 3 months.
Ah, that's too short.
You reckon?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, Roland Travel Channel,
Super
40
chat.
Thai baht. Get elite visa in Thailand. Go a few times per year.
Yeah, who says I don't already have that?
Hmm.
I don't want to go into that, but yeah, who says
Very
I don't already have
expensive. I can't afford to.
1 million Thai baht starting around 1 million. You can get 5 year, 10, 20 years, all of that stuff. So
You know, another disappointing thing that I thought about afterwards, the lady with the sperm
Yes.
lady. I thought when she got back in the office, I'm just sure she told her girlfriends because they all asked her, "How was it with Crappy? What happened?" And if it went the other way, we went to a love hotel and had a fantastic, liaison.
Yes.
I was thinking it would have been a done deal that the other ladies, her friends in the office, all would have wanted to like get together, here and there, and maybe even menage a trois, and they all want more codfish sperm or whatever.
Yes.
And it would have been real. I just fucked it all up.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and there's lots of stories, but anyway.
The question I have for you, Crappy, is why can't you go back to Japan?
It would be the same now. I mean, when you're a young guy, it's it's a little different.
But still, wouldn't it be
I'm
nice
I'm
to?
more I'm more used to as the other YouTubers
Super
say.
chat. Hands, knees, and toes.
Hands, knees, and toes, $2. Crappy, did you ever go to a soapy land?
Oh yeah,
Two
yeah.
pounds. 2 pounds. 2 pounds.
£2.
Lots of
And-
stories about that.
Roll Travel Channel, 100 Thai baht. But then it's easy, right? You go for 90 days, 2 to 3 times a year, or you prefer to have Japan as a base and have Thailand as a second.
Mm.
yeah, of course there's options. There's options.
When you were in Vietnam, Arch, you seemed to have a really nice trip that time. The one where you bought the sunglasses and passed out the hotel soaps and all that.
Yes. Yes.
Did you ever think that you'd like to go back there for another?
I love Vietnam. I actually do. I really do like Vietnam.
And was that?
Vietnam is
Uh-huh.
amazing. I just haven't managed to do that yet. But Vietnam was incredible.
Was that a cheaper place overall than Thailand?
Let me say this to you. Thailand is so expensive that instead of actually going to bars and that there, I would actually do dating
Ah. Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't afford bar fines. I couldn't afford, all the fees and that there. I'm not a rich man. That's why I was looking. I mean, you might laugh at me, Crappy, and you know this is stick, right? But I was trying to find older women who
Mhm.
could help subsidize the bills. And you asked Lux, right? You got a straight face, Lux, haven't you?
Yeah.
I had a few. You've seen a few. They weren't the best, but
Yeah.
some of them paid some paid some pretty big bills. What did you
Well,
think?
that was like,
I've met them, and
yeah, that
you're
was like your
correct.
friend. That was like your friend, Mrs. Lai.
Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht. Seoul is very underrated, very fun and modern.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You've been there, haven't you, Arch?
I have been to Seoul. I remember the plane landed,
In fact,
right?
you got my Yachtmaster 40 blue dial, collected it there for Luxuria for Cove. I remember you telling me.
Yeah, I can't remember that, but I got to tell you something. I wondered, what the fuck is this white stuff on the runway? That was snow. And I
What, you haven't
remember,
seen snow before?
there were Aussies in the Seoul, Ichiban Airport, I think it is, in
Incheon,
Seoul.
Incheon.
Incheon. And these Aussies were walking around in singlets and thongs. Fucking snowing. I at least had a suit on, and I thought, fuck, I was a bit cold. And these Aussies were walking around in thongs, shorts, and a t-shirt, and it was fucking freezing. And
Yeah, I did that in London once, and I never did that again.
What
a mistake.
what Crappy says there, I think you are 100% right. Like, that's a very interesting point you raise. It is a different era now.
Yeah, that's
you
correct.
know what I mean? I think you are right, Crappy. It is a different era.
Well, it's a different era for me at this point. So
No, but it is a different era as well for Asia, because Asia is becoming very westernized. A lot of because internet phones, all of that stuff. They're not just in these little villages or whatever. They're well they know what's going on in the Western world, and they're copying the Western world. A lot of the nastiness in society from the West is now going into Asia.
But you see, when you get out of Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto, there's tons of medium-sized, small-sized cities and endless number of small towns, which are just fantastic. And those have not changed. There's still maybe like 100 or 200 registered foreigners.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, because when I went to Japan, I stayed in Tokyo, and man, I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. But I can say that in Southeast Asia, the girls are copying the West. They're becoming more westernized. And I think it's changed a lot in the last 10, 15 years. In the last 10, 15 years, it's changed a hell of a lot. Because I remember 10 years ago in Thailand, you would ask a girl, hey, go swimming in the swimming pool with me. And she wouldn't wear a bikini. She'd wear a t-shirt and shorts. Whereas now they're all wearing bikinis, showing off their body. Look at me. 10 years ago, you wouldn't be able to get a Thai girl other than a bar girl in a bikini.
Private Info, thank you so much for your support tonight. Have a good day.
Private Info, thank you so much. Private Info.
Lux, when you were in Thailand, as a single guy, going out to the swimming pool and swimming around with the girls in the bikini or the shorts and the t-shirt and all that, very pretty, and you're having a great time having some drinks. Did it ever pass into your mind, like, how do I know this is really a girl?
It's very easy. It's very easy to know.
Well, I know there's, but
number one, the voice. You can never hide the voice. And number two, normally these so-called lady boys, they are overly. They're very over the top.
Mhm.
They are too perfect. Too much
They've got
makeup.
Adam's apples as well, haven't they?
Not. It's just very easy to tell for me. It's just experience. With experience, it's very easy to tell.
Ah, I
You
see.
can't hide it. You can't hide it.
With
I
experience.
don't know. I
don't know what that
highlight
means,
this
but
one.
okay.
I mean, experience of looking at them. Talk. You
Oh,
know,
I see.
when
I
you
see
look
what you
at
mean.
their voice,
Right.
you look at their
love this one.
mannerisms.
I see. Did you ever spend much
Sorry,
time in Nana Plaza, one of Archie's old stomping grounds, where he did
no.
countless fantastic videos from Nana Plaza area?
I
You
had
ever
a
spend
friend give me. I had a friend that gave me a tour of Nana Plaza
Mhm.
in the daytime, but I've never been there at nighttime.
Oh, Archie showed us his handheld camera walking tours all over Nana Plaza, and just fantastic stuff. Because every block, every building had a story. He was, oh, that's the it's a Hooters now. It used to be Soy
That
Cowboy or some. I don't know what
no,
he was talking.
that was a Hooters. It used to be that used to be a bar. That was a bar. I know
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. And he said, I like
Was
that bar. That was one of my favorite bars. Now it's a
yeah. They wrecked
Hooters.
it. They wrecked
Yeah,
it. It's fucked. It's fucked.
right. And then you showed
Um,
all the electrical wiring on the light poles. And it was like, the most disorganized third world wires running along the street, lighting poles.
Yeah, it's
And
sad. That's going. That's leaving. You know that is
mm,
actually world wires running along. That's sad because it's all it's
Super Cat.
Roland Travel
Super
Channel
chat.
40 Thai Bart. Archie ever lived in Nana? Yes, I did. When I
oh,
first came to Thailand, that was actually where I went. I went I went to Nana.
on one
Nana.
of your walking tours of Nana for the show, you actually showed the hotel that you stayed at when you first arrived at Nana. You showed that.
Yes.
Whatever it was
And,
called, you said, this
okay,
was
so
my
it's
first
Nana Thai
hotel.
Mansion. Nana Thai Mansion, right down the
Mm,
end of the soy.
hmm
And then I actually stayed in Nana Thai Mansions. That's where I used to stay in Thailand. It was a
hmm
place called Nana Thai Mansion, and
Is that still around? Have the
yeah,
demolished it
it's
yet?
because it's a condominium. It's a condominium.
Mm.
Yeah. Back in the beginning, when you first were getting started in Thailand, were you eating at places like the Sukhothai Hotel buffet, or were you doing
Oh no no
KFC?
no 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 no! I
So
couldn't
you were
afford.
doing the KFC thing, or
Yeah, no, I couldn't afford Sukhothai Hotel. That was
right?
fucking expensive. That
Oh, it's
was
phenomenal. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's good value, but it's compared to us Western world,
yeah, right.
but
Yeah.
it's not fucking cheap by any
So,
stretch.
Did
so
you have
you
a
just
dish? Sorry, did you have a dish, Archie, that you'd always eat, like your favorite dish? Cow
Well, I went to
pads,
the buffet. The buffet.
noodles,
Oh, I love the cashew nut. That was the first meal I
hmm
had in Thailand.
chicken
Was the cashew?
cashew,
Yeah,
chicken
chicken
cashew.
cashew.
yeah.
And I had it at the Dynasty Inn. There you go. The Dynasty. That's where the first.
Is there a blue marker on the wall there? Archie Luxuries was here. Chicken walnut.
You know what makes it sad is that it's
Super Chat.
a lot of Roland Travel Channel 40 Thai Baht penthouse in Sukhothai is 18 million US
Wow.
dollars. Yeah,
Fuck.
it's expensive.
That's why it makes me
Um,
laugh when people say Thailand is the poor man's
well,
place. Thailand is very
Thailand
expensive.
has expensive and it has cheap. You know what I
hmm
mean? It
Yeah.
has
It has
both.
all the options.
Mm. And you could very easily overspend if you're not careful.
I think
It's
18 million for a penthouse is overspending.
fucking hell. That's expensive.
Now, who would
Um,
that be? Would that be a rich Thai businessman or a Chinese businessman?
Chinese
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
Chinese. But I got to tell you,
You love bangers, don't you, Archie?
yeah, like I never gone to the Philippines, and I don't really want to go to the Philippines. I Thailand's one of the few countries I land in Thailand and I feel relaxed.
Super Chat.
hmm
Roll-in Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Exactly, best of both worlds.
Boy, you've got a real fan there with Roland Travel Channel. Wow.
Yeah, he's a
Roland's
great guy.
a super
Yeah.
supporter.
He's
Yeah,
a
Really is a
super
good,
fan.
good
to
guy.
Yeah.
Great
catch up
supporter
with
of the
him.
channel.
Have you ever been to Laos or Cambodia, Archie?
I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Cambodia once. I
What
did a
about
visa.
Laos?
No, I haven't.
No.
Hmm.
So also, guys,
What about Malaysia? What do you know about Malaysia, Archie? Kuala Lumpur
I've been to
and
Malaysia. I love
Langkawi,
Kuala.
etc.?
I've been to Langkawi. I had a great time.
Oh, you did a
Malaysia's.
Kuala Lumpur trip. I remember that.
I've been there a couple times.
Yeah,
you went
actually.
to Langkawi with your family, right? I think I remember the video.
Yes, yeah. And I've been to KL a couple times. I love KL actually.
You did at least one trip there with all the videos. I remember. Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
KL. They wouldn't let you in the store, right? Wouldn't in Petronas Towers.
No, Petronas Towers was okay. They
Oh,
were
which
okay.
one?
I remember in your KL.
No, that was the
on your KL
was the
videos,
Singapore.
you were standing at some. You went into some place, and you were standing on the corner as you were walking around looking for the entertainment district, and then you found this famous place, which was like the famous sex pickup place, girl pickup bar.
Yes.
He said, "This is the place," but in the daytime it didn't look like anything. But you said, "This is the place for where all the girls go to be picked up for the night or do the picking up." You know? And
Yes.
but you filmed it from across the street in the daytime. That wasn't
Yeah.
like you were scouting it out for the nighttime
Yeah.
visit. Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't you used to
yes.
say that Malaysia sucks because it was a Muslim country and it's like fuck this does they're not very liberal and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it can look. I kind of actually like Malaysia. I'm actually quite fond of Malaysia.
You had a
It's a lot
very
more
very nice.
liberal than you think than it makes out to be, I think.
Yeah. You had a very nice taxi driver on your way from the airport to the hotel. You had a really good conversation with him. You know, in your Malaysian
Yes.
English. It was very good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's right. He tried
And
to
those are not ever on your shows anymore. Your taxi cab conversations with the drivers. You know, as you're heading to the hotel. You know.
Yeah, it's funny. When you're younger, you do all sorts of things. Now I couldn't be fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's kind of sad, isn't it, Crappy?
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they were good. Like as you said there, Crappy, you know what you did, like what I did a couple years ago. I don't know if like people say, "Oh, they want me to do this again and again," and I'm
No,
not
it
a
wouldn't be.
performer.
It's no. You
feel.
know. Yeah. You know. You can't go
You-
back
you
20
know,
years and repeat that. It's different. Yeah.
Like now, the thing is, the emphasis on YouTube for me has emphasized into these streams, right?
Hmm.
And in some ways, that's a good thing. In some other ways, it's kind of destroyed the closeness from the videos. You know what I mean? Like they were good. They were good times. There's an innocence that's lost, and I got to be honest with you.
That's
After this
correct.
birthday, it's kind of I don't feel like sharing like I used to. Does that make sense?
Yes. Listen, I'll
And
tell
people
you.
don't
I'm just. Yeah.
people don't understand that. They get funny about that.
Look at this,
But-
Arch. This is not that long ago.
Yeah, a couple
This
years.
is the taxi one because I've got the archives, okay, and this is the taxi one. You ready for the taxi?
Yeah.
All right,
I'll tell you
I'll
what.
give you-
I'll tell you what. I consider
Intro,
myself.
that music was so fantastic. That was a great intro. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That was.
I'll tell you. I consider myself one of the fortunate guys in the audience because I saw all the old shows. And
How many days a week?
the people nowadays, they don't know
7
shit about the
days.
old
7 days
shows.
a week. You not have
There you go.
holiday? Very difficult.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't take a holiday. No, why is that?
He was a nice guy, actually.
No,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the holiday, must pay the rental also. Then
Oh,
they find the rental very difficult. Nowadays very difficult, not like last time. Last time, okay, nowadays very difficult.
I see.
Just must do every day working. So one day taking off, the rental. Have to pay the rental also.
Oh, how much is the rental?
50 ringgit.
50 ringgits a day for rental.
rental.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
must be
I understand.
Right.
Yeah, I see.
100%.
50 ringgits a day.
Keep it rolling
petrol,
because
yeah.
Me
Yeah,
Not
of
Rich
course.
Man is going to happen pretty soon,
I
probably.
see.
Because nowadays very difficult to find the Christian people also.
Very difficult to
Very
what?
difficult. Find the passenger.
Oh, no, that's no good. Why is that? Because of Uber?
Yeah, Uber, Grab.
Uber and Grab.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So everybody using the Uber and Grab.
Oh, everybody uses
I'm
Grab.
waiting for the I'm not rich man.
Jesus,
I'm poor
Yeah, I'm
man.
waiting. Yeah.
that's no good.
I'm waiting for him to say, KL, very expensive. It's
But,
very expensive.
Yes, that's the problem. It's a very competitive world we live in now. It's
Yeah.
very tough.
It's hard.
But Malaysia's a lovely country to
Yes.
to see. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. And no, that's great. Thank you. Thanks for that there. That's really cool.
What do you feel when you watch these, Archie?
So no holidays.
Sorry, sir?
No holiday.
No holiday. Once a year. I mean the whole.
How long? How long you take
Deepavali.
off for?
The 2 days only.
2 days only.
For this year, just 2 days only holiday. My
Jeez.
Indian festival is Deepavali.
Indian festival.
Indian festival.
Great.
The
Yes.
other days very difficult. I get a holiday.
Are they not
Very
pissed off
difficult.
when you shove a camera in
I
their
can take
face?
holiday, but take holiday must pay the rental.
You got to pay the rental on the
Yeah.
car. That's exactly it. You got to pay the rental on the car. You may as well jump in and drive a bit. You know,
Yeah. Otherwise,
50 ringgits a day is a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of money.
that's that's,
Where,
that's
where
not
did
cheap.
that hair go,
That's
Archie?
not cheap. 50 ringgits a day is a lot of money. What can you do? You get pension from government?
Yeah, I get a pension. Pension is not much.
How much is pension a month?
800.
800.
800.
That's not too bad. For free. You work for a long time
Yeah.
in civil
So the
service.
pension.
800 a month. Wow.
So that's why I say very seldom take a holiday. Very,
No,
very seldom.
no. People these days are so lazy, but young people now are so lazy.
I'm almost 60 right now.
60. Yes, that's it. That's the way it goes. You've got to work. If you can't work, you know, you may as well.
How long I can work, I work.
Yeah, how long?
If I cannot, just I take a rest.
Yes, yes. That's exactly it. That's the way. You got to work. No point
Yeah, must
bludging
work,
on the
otherwise-
system.
It don't work mean problem. Just be sit at home also no point. After getting
Yes.
sick, very fast get sick also.
Yes, yes, yes.
Shit, we got the tour of the taxi.
Yeah, no, the camera goes everywhere. Back alley. Yeah, hey, JT says, you get pension from government. Why the pidgin English? Well, you see, when he goes to these countries, that's the Archie speak. It's fantastic.
That's the Archie speak.
He doesn't speak
He
What do
English
you-
anymore.
Lux just asked you a question, Arch. I'll
Super chat.
repeat it in a second. Super chat.
Here we go. Super chats. We've got Roland Travel Channel, 100 Thai baht. Malaysia is perfect for you, Art. 0% taxation and easy visa for all income from overseas. Super cheap rent. Make it your new base.
Wow.
Fuck, you know what? I actually would consider that. I got to be
I think
honest
you
with
could
you.
do a lot worse. I think you could do a lot worse.
It's not really working. Not really working in the Western world for me.
Yeah. When you were in the taxi cab and the driver said he gets a pension 800 a month, and you were like thinking, I thought you were thinking, how many visits to Hungry Jack's is 800 ringgits? How many trips is that? 20, 25?
So, Arch, Lux asked a question whilst that was showing. When you watch these videos,
Yes.
what goes through your mind?
Well, I kind of get very sentimental because they were good times.
I was going to say, bit of nostalgia.
And I got to be honest with you. Don't tell anyone else this. This is just for you, small crowd
There's
here
no one
tonight.
Yeah, there's no one here.
after the burglary, I can't be fucked asking intimate. I really don't want to share things with the audience anymore like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
I really
understandable.
Yeah.
and I just can't. I just want to get my mojo into it. I can't seem to get my mojo into it like I used to. Maybe I'm just fucking getting old. Like those videos are nearly some of those videos. Those videos there would be like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Oh, longer. They go back
That was 6 years. That one
10,
just
10 to 12 years. Your travel videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I look. I got to be honest with you. First trip to Thailand where I shot video would have been 2013, early 13, early
10 years.
13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I went there in February 13. Okay. 10 years ago. Look, I get very nostalgic to that. I kind of, the funny thing is, you miss little things like in Bangkok, they're pulling all the wires down, all the spaghetti. That's so sad because that was the nature of the beast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they also, the funny thing is, little things change. You don't even realize it. Like when I first went to Bangkok in 2000, I went there 2002, right? There was Kodak shops everywhere. You had film processing everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you also had internet shops. You go to an
That's
internet
right.
cafe.
That's right.
Now they don't exist. Kodak's processing doesnesn't exist.
That's right.
And the
Yeah.
internet shops,
Yeah.
there's a few,
Mhm.
Internet
but
cafe.
most people have a smartphone. The smartphone does everything. You know what I mean?
Archie, when I went to Bangkok, and I've only been there once,
Yeah.
the internet didn't even exist.
Yes. Like it's
Oh,
funny.
We
Like
didn't
like
really
like,
have
like
mobile phones. And
when I was in
iPhones.
Thailand,
They were
when
around,
I
but,
when I was living in Thailand, the SkyTrain was relatively new, right? So normally you can remember your trips be pre-SkyTrain and we never had the underground. Have you been on the underground in Bangkok?
MRT. Of course I have. Been on a million
Like-
times.
Like I've only gone on that once or twice. So where does that go to now? I don't even understand where
It
the
goes
underground.
everywhere. Goes Bang There, goes everywhere. Chak Market, everywhere.
Underground. You take the underground.
Yes, underground. It's called the
It's near
MRT.
Asok. They got a thing at Asok. You go in,
Yes,
don't you?
yes. Asok, you can do it.
And so
Sukhumvit.
the SkyTrain, that's different to the MRT, right? They're two different
Yeah,
systems.
SkyTrain is called BTS.
Yes, and the other one's So they don't get flooded in the
MRT.
wet season in the underground there.
No, it doesn't get flooded. No.
How does that work?
Well, pumps and pipes. So you can go to Chinatown on the underground. You can go to Chak Market on the underground. You can go to Bang Na on the SkyTrain. Have you been on the airport link? You can get off at the airport and go straight into downtown Bangkok on the airport link train.
Super chat from Roland.
Super chat from Roland, 40 Thai baht. SkyTrain is more around the hotspots of the city. Okie dokie.
Just interrupting just a second. We've got, what have we got? 88 people watching with, as far as I can see, only 18 upvotes. It'd be really nice to at least get to 30 if we could.
Click the thumbs up for
Click that
Crappy Luxury's
thumbs
funny,
button.
interesting
Crappy
stories.
crappy stories. Been a good show. It's been a great.
Yeah, I
relaxing
really
show, Archie.
appreciate Crappy coming on. Thank you, Crappy.
Yeah.
Crappy. Those stories were incredible. Guys, I got to get to bed because I'm actually starting the show early tomorrow. Did you know that?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you're starting at 8:30 tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to, because people have been saying, oh, it's too late. It's this, it's that. So I'm actually
It wasn't
going
that
to...
long ago you used to start the shows at 10 o'clock in the morning, not 9. No one ever complained.
Yeah.
Complaining.
And by the way, guys, that shirt, the AC3 shirt that you saw on the screen throughout today's show, if you want to buy your own Archie Luxury official merchandise, head over to archieluxury.com, click on the merch link, and you can get your own official Archie Luxury merch.
Thank you so much there. It's been a great show. I really enjoyed it. It was, as Crappy said there. I think sometimes you can't go back because it'd be different. You know what I mean? You sort of.
And that's the great thing about life experiences. It's an experience once in a lifetime.
Oh no, but it's sentimental. You think, oh no,
That's
no,
what I
you
mean.
want it to go back.
That's what I mean. It's a life experience, right?
You
That you
want
can
it to-
remember.
You want it to go back, but you really do
It's
want
never
it
the
to
same.
go back.
It's never the same if you're trying. If you think you're going to go back to something that was there 10 years ago, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that video that he showed of you in the taxi cab in Malaysia
Yeah.
talking to the driver, and
He was
those
a nice
videos-
guy.
Yeah. Those videos were all the time, different countries, different cities, showing everything.
I missed the hotel reviews.
Yeah. You
Remember
were
the hotel
walking
reviews?
around, showing the hotels, the restaurants, the streets, the dumpsters, the back alleys, the driveways, all this stuff.
Sewer
And-
rats.
And you were out walking.
Before you
the
leave,
rats,
Archie,
the rats, right? Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't
And the
mind
guy
me
at the
saying, before-
KFC, the guy in the KFC sleeping on the side of the restaurant in the little closet.
Yes.
I think
whatever.
before you go, if you don't mind me saying, I think it's going to make the world a difference for you to get away after after what happened. It's a really traumatic event, and I really actually do understand how you feel. I think once you get away and have a break from it all, and not necessarily have a break from the live stream, just a different environment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're going to go away. You're going to be nervous about going away because of what
Revitalized.
happened. But
Yes.
get away. I think it will. Lux just used the right word there. Revitalize. I think it will actually happen. I seriously think so.
I think
And you have
look
a
around.
Yeah. I've never been there, but I think if you were back in Bangkok, let's say, just to try it out again, and you're walking around Nana Plaza or whatever favorite area, and you sat down at a restaurant, sitting outside, just watching all the people, all the girls walking around, and inhaling the smells of the food and the beer, and and the music, and there's no people screaming and yelling and do this, do that, and fuck you and eat shit and fuck off and all that, and it's just a beautiful environment, and you go, boy, this is so good. You won't want to go back to the shit.
Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I got to wrap it up. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Thanks, Arch. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks for the super chatters.
See you
Thank you
later.
so
Yeah,
much.
super
And
chats,
just
super chats,
before you
super
go,
chats.
we have another
Roland
super chat.
Travel Channel, 40 Thai baht. Singers to Bangkok round trip is 100 to 150 bucks.
Wow.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank
See
you.
you later, guys.
All right, see ya. Good night, everyone.
Thanks.